Yo, what's up, guys? How you doing? My name is Masud. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So you're probably wondering why the hell am I recording this video? You know, like in bed. Like, is this really like the highest quality you can do, Masud? Well, I kind of just came back from work, so I'm super tired, but I still wanted to upload. But basically, in this video, I wanted to speak a little bit about some mistakes that I've made in my social media marketing journey, if you want to call it. And because I'm sure like there's a lot of the people right now who are probably wanting to start their own agencies, but will probably encounter some of these obstacles or mistakes. And so by sharing with you what I went through, I hope that you can take something from it and learn from my mistake. So yeah. Um, so having said that, we're gonna go on to my first mistake that I made early on in my you know in my journey. It was only 3 4 months ago. Like 4 months ago, as I said, I did door to door. And I went. I had when I had my first meeting, the business owner who I sat down with actually was looking for a different service. They were looking for social media management. However, I tried to, really push down their throat the idea that they needed a sales funnel or they needed to do Facebook advertisements, which that's gonna really help them get more people through the door and get more sales or whatever, which it was and it will, but they weren't sold on the idea, and so I guess it comes down to the fact that it depends on how you sell it, but at the same time, you have to recognize whether that business is, what they're actually looking for and what you can actually provide to them. So I wasn't really listening to what um, the business owner was telling me. I was just trying to tell him or show him, I can do this. Whereas if I had just listened to what they said, and just tried to provide a solution to their problem, then I would have probably closed that client. But I didn't. So I didn't listen to them. And I just tried to, I just started learning about how to do sales funnels, and I was like, damn, I need to like, I know what I'm doing now, and I need to go out there and just, tell these owners that they're missing out, power Facebook ads, blah blah blah. They need to do sales funnels, things like this. But at the end of the day, if the business owner is not sold an idea and you can't really sell them, why waste your time? They need something, and if you're able to provide them that, then cool. Then you should do that because it's going to be a much easier job for you to convince them, and you can actually get paid. So yeah, yeah. So that was my first mistake. Going on to my second mistake, I would say that um, I also used a lot of marketing jargon during that meeting, um, so I probably came across a little bit overwhelming to the business owner. She probably didn't trust me that much because of what I was saying, and I probably came across as somebody who knew more than her. And so what happens in that situation is you know the the business owner can't really they don't really see you as a person that they can speak to on a level on a one to one sort of level. They don't You don't come across as down to earth. You come across as a little bit like um, like that that English teacher who always uses fancy words to to speak to, and and all your whole class is like, mate, like nobody nobody cares, like, and that's why nobody really can connect with you because you're just trying to be so different. Whereas if you really try to be personal and um, speak to them like as if you were speaking to a normal person and a person who can actually understand what you're saying, then again, the meeting will be so much more effective, and you will probably sign that client. Um, so yeah, that was my second mistake. So third mistake, I would say, was that I didn't actually, sometimes when I was going to meetings, or sorry, I was going door to door. I wasn't actually making sure that the person I spoke to was the business owner, the decision maker. So one of the mistakes that I spoke about in my previous video regarding cold calling was not trying to prospect the gatekeeper or the assistant on the phone, because they don't really give a shit about what you have to say. They're just doing their job. And so this the same sort of concept that comes into play. I was going to I went to see a Persian restaurant. And the person who was working there, who I thought was the business owner, was actually the manager. But I didn't know this at the time, and they told me to come back, later on during the week to have a meeting regarding their marketing or whatever. So I was like, cool, fantastic. Got a meeting. So later on that week, I got dressed up, nice hair, looking good. Wore like a smart clothes. And I walked. It was like 25 minutes from my house. I walked from my house straight to the restaurant. And as soon as I got there, the restaurant owner just like turned me away. He's like, I don't know who you are. Um, so the restaurant owner was yeah, I turned up, sorry. I was looking for the manager that I spoke to, whose name was Mohammed. I was like, I'm looking for Mohammed. I'm here about to speak to him or have a meeting with him about marketing. And then the owner just like, he basically was like, who are you? Like, and I was just like, oh my god, that's so embarrassing. Like, so literally I got told off to go away. um but I was like, all right, cool, whatever. Um, but also, I didn't think about this as well. It was Persian New Year, because the restaurant is a Persian restaurant, and at the time of going, it was actually quite busy. And I didn't even, think about that in my head. I was just so like, oh, I need to get a client, I need to get a client, blah blah blah. I was just so focused on that, but I wasn't really present. I was just like in a daze, if you know what I mean, like if that makes sense. Um, because like nowadays, like you just see all of these guys on the internet making like oh, I made £3,000 in my first 4 weeks of my smma, blah blah blah. And like you just compare yourself to these people, and that's where you really really make the mistake of comparison. That's the biggest mistake that I've made so far, is just trying to compare my journey or my results to somebody else's, because ultimately uh you know my life is different to somebody else's, and somebody else has different it's a different situation really. And comparison is the thief of pleasure, or thief of happiness. Comparison is the best thief of happiness. I don't know who made that, but it sounds like it would actually mean something. um, but yeah, so what I'm saying is, don't ever compare yourself to anyone's results, because everyone has their own journey, man. Don't compare your page 1 to somebody's page 50, right? It's another one. Um, so yeah, that was my mistakes that I've made. So the last one, I think, just to summarize, was to make sure you're talking to the decision maker in the deal, which is the business owner most of the time, not a gatekeeper, not a manager. Make sure it's the business owner. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to say to you guys today. I hope you don't mind me speaking from my bed. I've had a really long day. Just came back from my work. Um, yeah, haven't really had much time to look at any sort of agency stuff or SMMA related stuff. But hopefully I'm gonna try and get some more time tomorrow after work. And yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you stuck around to the end, well done. I'm not sure how you did it, but if you did, you're amazing. You're a star. I know the quality of this video is like could look like you got recorded on a flipping potato, but it's actually my phone. So yeah. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you took something from it, and please subscribe because I'm trying to grow my channel as best as I can, and ultimately all your support means the world to me. And yeah, it'd be really appreciated. I'm really trying to grow here. Like I'm trying to grow my subscribers, guys. So subscribe if you made it to the end and you enjoyed this video. Also like it as well. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'm gonna catch you guys later. So peace.